Hello, my name's Linda. I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and today I'm using the fantastic Good Morning Magnolia stamp set, and I'm going to put this to one side and we're going to actually start straight away. I'm also using these fantastic new masks. So these are a sneak peek. These are come in the new catalogue, the new Christmas catalogue, or it's actually the autumn winter catalogue, it's just me that calls it Christmas catalogue, and you get 4 of these. Aren't they great? I'm going to be using this one today, and I'm going to be using some of the embossing paste. So I've bought some in, I've got it ready on my little mat, and I'm going to colour it. So I've actually got some soft sea foam. I'm just going to put 1 drop, that's all we need, just 1 drop. And I'm also using some Coastal Cabana, and 1 more drop. And then I've got one of these little spatulas, and I'm just going to mix this up. So you can use it white or you can colour it. Endless possibilities. So just keep doing this until you're happy. You can continue to add more colour if you want to. So I'm making a 5x7 card today, and I have a piece of this is like an 1/8 of an inch under 5x7 inches, and I'm going to make sure you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to put my mask on top of my paper. This is thick Whisper White, and I just want to do it in the middle, sort of maybe over to this side. So I don't want to cover the whole piece of paper. I'm going to do it all in one go. So you could stick this down, but I'm just going to hold it with my fingers and just spread it on. It's very simple to do, quite satisfying actually as well. Okay, that's very quick and easy, and then lift that off, and there we go. So this would take about half an hour to dry, and what you do need to do, what I have here, I have a bowl of water, and I'm going to lay that straight in, and this, and then you need to clean them as soon as possible, otherwise it's really hard to get this off. I'm going to put this to one side to dry, and I've actually, in true Blue Peter tradition, I've got one ready that I made earlier, so I'm going to be working on this one, but we're going to do some stamping next. I'm using the Fluid 100 watercolour paper. I've got some ready in my Stamparatus. Oh, that's not stuck very well. And I've put in the lovely large stamp and the little magnolia and a leaf here. I don't know if I'm going to be using them all. I'm using Stays On because we're going to do some watercolouring. And I like to use my Stamparatus because we're using the watercolour paper. It doesn't always stamp on first time because the paper is a little bit bumpy. And so there's my images already stamped. Put that to one side. I'm just going to clean my stamps. I'm going to be using one of these little aqua brushes here to just do a little bit of watercolouring. I'm not an expert watercolour, by any means. I'm just going to put my mount into my mossy meadow, and I'm going to just watercolour my leaves. So there's two ways of doing this. You can just go, I haven't put any water in there yet. You could just, come on. So you can go over your leaf, just put lots of water on, and then just put your colour in. And this is the way I like to do it, but you can, you know, you can use it like a paintbrush as well. So I'm going to do all my leaves the same way. So just squirt the water out, so you've got a nice clean brush again. And now I'm going to start the petals. I'm going for Flirty Flamingo because I wanted a little bit of colour. So the great thing of doing it this way is you can just keep building the colour up. So it's a good idea to start light and then you can add colour. So I've just added some Melon Mambo as well, and I'm just adding that to just a little bit of shading. I'm using some early espresso just to do my branch here. And then I'm going to finish off in the middle with some crushed curry. And so I finished my watercolouring. Again, you could go much paler, you could go darker. As I said, I'm not an expert at this, but you don't have to be really good to get quite a good image. So I just need to wait for that to dry. I'm going to put that to one side. I'm going to use tear and tape on the back of my thick Whisper White so I can stick this. And I've just got, this is just a normal 5x7 card and envelopes that I have in my stash. I've got loads of cards and envelopes to use. Off of camera, I have stamped on basic black a happy birthday, and I've embossed that with white embossing powder. I've used the Seaside Notions happy birthday, as that is my favourite. I'm going to position that down the bottom. My flower is now dry, and I've used the coordinating dies to cut this out, and I've put loads of dimensionals and corners of dimensionals. And I'm going to be using this small one as well. I decided against using the leaf, and I'm going to position that on my card. So I want to be able to see some of the embossing paste. I'm going to put that there. And this one, I'm going to tuck it under. So I'm going to put some, I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals on the back of it, I think. Or am I not? Or am I going to just put glue on it? I might just glue this one. So we've got 2 layers there. So I'll put some Tombow on the back there. I just want to tuck it in so it's peeping out from under this one. And then I have my sentiment that I showed you earlier. So this is actually quite a clean and simple card because it's got quite a lot of white in it. And I'm going to pop this at the bottom. And there we go, card is finished. I'm really quite pleased with this card. I like it. So thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you go to the description below, you'll be able to see the link to my blog post, and my products used will be in the YouTube list and also on my blog post. So please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. Bye.